Here we have a Lincube semi-automated filling system in operation at a fertilizer facility located in Florida. Here we're filling a 20-pound Lincube bag with dimensions of 8 inches by 8 inches and across 3 different SKUs, providing 3 fill heights of between 9 and 11 inches. You can see there they're placing 12 bags per layer on a mini pallet. I'll now take you up to the front of the machine where you will see a specialized fill spout that actually diverts the fertilizer product, in this instance, into the corner pockets of the Lincube bag, which then travels down the machine. We'll go up and have a closer look at the fill head area. Here you'll see an operator placing the bag over the fill spout, and with a flick of his arm hits a lever on a proc switch that enables the weigh scale to dump the product into the bag. With a quick bounce just to level things up, it's off onto the conveyor through a set of holding gates there and down into the regusseting machine, where the bag is promptly folded and fed into the band sealer. In this instance, it actually has a trimmer and an embosser on the band sealer as well. Right now the system is operating at 12 bags per minute, and in actual fact we've had it as fast as 15 bags per minute. But the operator placing the bags on to the fill spout simply cannot maintain such a rugged speed. Here's a view looking up the conveyor as the bags travel down into the regusseting unit, and you can see that a nice, neat, uniform fold occurs through the regusseter, and then it's handed off into the band sealer. Once again, we see the unit functioning very quickly and smoothly as bags continue to traverse down the conveyor. One point of interest is that we have included a bag clamp on the filling head area, which enables the operator to leave the bag there whilst it's being filled, turn to the side, collect another bag and put one on as soon as that previous bag drops. It also eliminates the need for the person to carry the weight of the product throughout the day, and since in some instances we have bags that can cope with 40 to 60 pounds of dog food, that is not the sort of weight that you'd like to see an operator hold on to day in, day out. Here the bag travels down the conveyor, is collected and stacked onto the pallet. You'll see there that in this instance we're utilizing a corrugated slip sheet between each layer, and I will show you the additional secondary packaging used at this facility shortly once we go to the stretch wrap machine. You can see in this video here we're actually using quite an old band sealer, and that's because when we put this system into place, we actually used the existing band sealer that was previously used here, and therefore it was a relatively simple exercise to remove the conveyor and sealer used for lay flat bags and slide in our conveyor, regusseter, and include the modified fill head, and therefore we're up and running relatively quickly. And with 3 operators or so filling bags at a rate of 12 to 15 per minute, our fill rates are comparable to lay flat bags also. One thing we did do on this unit was include one of our automatic trim removal devices, which enabled us to not require the operator to stand there and take the trim off by hand, and thereby getting the total number of work units really needed for this system down to 3. However, you'll see that we have 4 if not 5 people in use here, primarily because of the previous workloading requirements for the lay flat bags, as well as that additional person for the trim removal. We'll now collect a pallet load and take it across to the shrink wrap machine. You may have noticed that the operator put one layer of stretch wrap around that pallet load of material by hand, and that's to prevent any bags falling off as it's transported from this area across to the stretch wrap machine. It's a reasonable distance, and in this facility the floor is very uneven, and therefore we took this precaution to minimize bags falling off en route. Here you'll see an operator peel off a stick-on label, place it on the front of the pallet for identification purposes, and then collect one of their standard plastic cover sheets and place that over the entire pallet. And this is the protection this facility uses, since a lot of this material is stored outside in the weather. Here we go, the stretch wrap machine is off and running, and the operator is placing a similar sort of cover over a pallet load of lay flat bags. It's kind of interesting to note that this lay flat bag pallet utilizes a very extensive tray to advertise the contents of the product, and this is one thing that the Lincube bag does not require due to its vertical standing billboard impact, where the product can be easily identified of its contents from a reasonable sort of distance. Now they're simply going to collect the pallet load, take it off to the warehouse for further distribution and therefore sale.